Hello and welcome, I'm Tim and this is SV Paquita. Saturday here in Corfu, and we have climbed up the mountain to the Old Town, the lighthouse. And this guy is very adamant to let everyone know he's flying a drone, so he's just going to hover it so that everyone can hear it. Very nice of him. Anywho, looks like all the places. Oh, Cristalita's over there. We'll sneak in by her. But as you can see, the view is spectacular to say the least. Very, very nice. These are old gun emplacements. I imagine being all the way up here, you'd have quite a good elevation to shoot down at your targets. That is over where we walked over to do the Port Authority, and this is where Paquita is over here. And so I think if I put this up further, you'll be able to see better. There we go, how's that? So that's where we are, along with Walkaway. Went through the town over there, but we came up and walked over. You had to pay a little surprise, but whatever. I mean, it's not. I'm not complaining. I just didn't know that there was a 10 euro fee to enter this place, but very cool. I thought it wasn't what I didn't realize. They call it Old Town, so I figured that it was like a, like a place where there'd be shops and stuff like that. Like Old Town San Juan. But no, it's the whole thing is like a museum. Very cool, very cool. So this guy is very proud of himself playing with his drone. Anyone that's wondering, I've given up on that too.
Si te sube allí, puede ver para abajo, bien lindo ahí.
Sí, pero hay mucha gente. Okay, so she's telling me that I have to go over here. She says it's very beautiful, and I told her there's a lot of people, and she doesn't want to hear it. Okay, all right, she's in charge here. Sí, muy lindo. A little better view of the fort here. Put that out a little further. Vale. Sí, Paquita está allá. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's 3 people swimming there in the bay. Oh no, there's a lot more. Oh yeah, 3 over there, with a whole bunch over there. Plane taking off in the distance. But I think this is a better vantage place to take a look at the town. Very cool, very ancient streets, medieval. We're walking through those back and forth from over here through half-hour walk over to the Port Authority and back into customs and insurance brokers and all that sort of stuff. But we got it all done. You can see the airport is just over the hill, so that's kind of cool. Owen's brother left today, and I think his girlfriend is coming today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Anywho, we had an amazing night last night. So we met up with our Swiss friends, and our Swiss friends, they were in the catamaran next to us, and all 9 of us were on board there, and we ate the pork that I ruined the pork. It was still, pork is like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still good, So we ate the pork, and it was all right, but it wasn't nearly as good as it should have been. But we had a wonderful night, and they were great guests, and they're leaving today. They're doing something interesting that I didn't even know was an option. They're ¿Tú quieres mi mano, mi amor? Okay. Yeah. They are with Sunsail, and I had sailed with Sunsail back in, I think, 2000, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2000, 2001 or something like that. And what I didn't realize was that, well, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but when you charter, the charter companies don't own the boats. They set them up like condos, that you buy they outfit the boat, they get it their way, you come in, they finance it, they get it all set. And then you buy time, and it depends what deal you make with them. But and these guys had 3 weeks in the spring and 3 weeks in the fall, and they would sail all around. And after a given amount of time, you know, in the time in between, not only would the boat be maintained and that sort of stuff, but it would also be chartered out. So when they're ready to retire for good, they get a very nice boat with much of the premium paid down on it through the use of the charter thing, which is cool. And I had known about that. What I didn't know, God, something just surfaced over there. Can you see what that is? Maybe it's just a wave. It looks like there's something underneath it. But anyway, what they do is they sail around for a week, and then they get the boat all ready, and then they charter it out. They bring other people on board, and they cruise around with them, which I think is really cool. Apparently you can't do it with a professional skipper, but you can do it with the owners. So since they're the owners, they can do that. And they're all licensed up. These guys are airline pilots, so they're pretty cool. But anyway, we had such a wonderful time, and it was probably the best part of cruising for me is when you make those random connections where it's just some people at the side of the dock, and we hung out with them and had the most wonderful night, and will be memories that will last a lifetime and really cool. And speaking of which, thank you guys so much for coming along. I love it when you guys write in the comments and say how you feel like you're traveling vicariously with us. We love that. That's wonderful. I read all your comments. Be sure to write comment. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. It really helps the algorithm. And you can, if you want to buy us a beer, hit the super thanks button. And special thanks to the patrons. Take care, be safe, and as always, I'll see you on the one.